Starting today, Chiquita Canyon will stop accepting new waste. It's a major victory for those fighting to shut down the landfill in Castaic. Officials say the landfill will stay open, though, to try to address the foul smell and process trash already on site. LA County Supervisor Catherine Barger saying she is working right now on where the new waste will go. Thanks for watching Kcal News at 8. Kcal News at 9 with Juan Fernandez starts right now.
This is Kcal News, Los Angeles.
Now at 9, New Year's tragedy. A man drives a truck into the crowds on the famous Bourbon Street in New Orleans, killing 15, injuring dozens, and triggering a terrorism investigation. And another possible terror attack, this one in Sin City. A Tesla Cybertruck explodes into a fireball outside the Trump International Hotel. Good evening, everyone. I'm Juan Fernandez. We begin tonight with the attack in New Orleans. Tonight, at least 15 people are dead, dozens more injured after a man intentionally drove a truck into a crowd on Bourbon Street early this morning. Kcal News reporter Lori Perez joins us now with the heart-wrenching video and details on what happened there. Lori?
Well, Juan, the focus tonight for law enforcement is really twofold: learning more about the attacker and his motivation, and making sure there is no continuing threat. A warning, some of what we're about to show you is graphic. Video of the moment a white pickup turned the corner and plowed into a crowd on Bourbon Street is difficult to watch, as is seen the chaotic aftermath, injured and dead victims on the paths where partiers celebrated seconds before.
Disfigurement and the bodies strewn, something you can't unsee, you'll never forget.
Stunned eyewitnesses are filling in horrific gaps of what happened that left 15 dead and 39 injured.
Everybody's just chilling, we're having a good time, music playing and all that. A truck, I didn't know it was a Ford F-150, I thought it was like a Yukon or something. A truck hits the corner and comes barreling through people, throwing people like a movie scene, like real life, throwing people into the air, they falling under the car, all of that. After it gets past us, the guy, I didn't know it was a terrorist, but the guy ends up getting out and shooting people. Like he had ARs and bombs and all that, man. But the aftermath was really what got me, like bodies all up and down the street.
The FBI has identified the attacker as a 42-year-old Army veteran born in the U.S., a Texas native named Shamsuddin Jabbar, who, after driving a rented pickup through the crowd, crashed and then died in a shootout with police. They say he was wearing camo pants and body armor, as seen in this photo, and investigators say it was an intentional act of terrorism, confirming Jabbar had an ISIS flag on the bumper of his truck and weapons. They found at least 2 potential improvised explosive devices in the area. The president addressed the nation early this evening.
The FBI also reported to me that mere hours before the attack, he posted videos on social media indicating that is inspired by ISIS, expressing a desire to kill. Authorities do not believe Jabbar acted alone and are working to make sure there's no continuing threat.
We do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. We're aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associates.
The investigation is spreading. Officials say this fire today at the New Orleans Airbnb where the attacker was staying is related, and they are searching his Houston home, closing the neighborhood and asking neighbors to avoid the area. Back in the French Quarter, leaders are facing questions about whether there was adequate protection to keep cars away from the crowds.
Those barricades were not up, period.
We are committed, no doubt, to uncovering all details surrounding this tragedy.
Meanwhile, families are making sad IDs of those killed, including Nikira Cheyenne Dedeaux, Nicole Perez, Tiger Beck, and Reggie Hunter. Sherelle Robinson Jackson is Hunter's cousin.
Right after the holidays, yeah, this hurts. This is terrible.
And the attack forced officials to postpone the Sugar Bowl, which was scheduled to kick off tonight with Georgia taking on Notre Dame. Instead, Juan, that game will happen tomorrow night.
Such a sad start to the year.
Absolutely awful.
Yeah, Lori, thank you. Well, here at home, security was also tight for New Year festivities in Pasadena. Thousands gathered for the Rose Parade and the Rose Bowl game. The city of Pasadena says more than 1,000 law enforcement personnel were working today, and they were ready to call in more if needed.
Saw a lot of it, extra stuff, SWAT teams, and we were coming in and stuff like that, bomb squads, which just makes you feel better.
The SWAT department's here, Pasadena SWAT's here, LA County Sheriff's Department's here, the snipers are here up on top. We feel super safe.
The LAPD chief says they continue to work alongside their federal and state partners to keep Los Angeles safe, and that while there are no known threats at this time, we encourage everyone, if you see something, say something. There was a visible law enforcement presence along the Rose Parade route and a feeling of sadness on one of the most joyous days of the year in Pasadena. The morning started with a tribute to the victims in New Orleans.
Following this morning's tragic events, we stand in solidarity with the entire state during this difficult time.
Protective barriers were in place alongside Colorado Boulevard. Crowd protection has been a major point from New Orleans. Ahead on the desk here with Mike Rogers, we'll look at how local law enforcement use barriers for these type of events.
It still looks like mortars from like a 5